Most of us spend our lives avoiding difficult questions, the ones that rattle our cages and threaten the comfort of our daily routines. We avoid uncomfortable truths and avoid challenges that could disrupt our carefully constructed lives. But what if I told you that the secret to unlocking your greatest potential lies in these very uncomfortable questions? What if, instead of avoiding them, we embraced them as opportunities for growth and change? Today we travel into the ancient, yet always important world of Stoicism, a profound philosophy from ancient Greece. Stoicism is not just a set of abstract ideas. It is a practical guide to living tenaciously and wisely in a world that often seems chaotic and unpredictable. It challenges us not only to face adversity, but also to develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the universe. Stoicism at its core teaches us that true strength lies not in avoiding challenges, but in facing them with clarity and determination. It empowers us not only to endure difficulties, but also to succeed in the midst of them, using courage, wisdom, and virtue. As we delve into the principles of Stoicism, we discover timeless truths that can illuminate our path forward, providing practical insights and strategies for overcoming life's inevitable obstacles. Whether you are stuck in your current circumstances or simply looking for a more intentional approach to facing life's obstacles, Stoicism provides a profound framework for personal growth and philosophical reflection. Join us to explore how these ancient teachings can resonate in our lives today, guiding us toward greater flexibility, clarity, and fulfillment. This journey to Stoicism is not just about learning philosophy, it lives it every day. And as always, if you appreciate what we do here, please do the simple and free favor of hitting the subscribe button. Let's go. Number 1. Start small. Stoicism teaches us that big changes begin with small, intentional steps. It's about making manageable and intentional changes that gradually lead to meaningful change. This philosophy does not require quick, radical changes that can be overwhelming and unsustainable. Instead, it emphasizes the power of incremental progress. Every little action you take is a stone to build a new you. As the founder of Stoicism, Zeno from Citium, advises, one must carefully and deliberately remove a stone in order to establish a certain path to self-development. In practical terms, starting small might mean devoting just 5 minutes each morning to meditation or journaling, which is deeply rooted in the Stoic tradition. These moments of introspection allow you to align your daily activities with your deepest values, fostering a sense of inner peace and clarity that guides the rest of your day. Another small but powerful step can be adjusting your response to external stresses. Stoics practice framing their perception to control their reactions to events beyond their control. It means stopping when you feel upset or agitated and choosing a response that reflects calmness and reason rather than impulsivity. Starting small also includes the principle of Stoic acceptance, which encourages acknowledging and adapting to the present rather than wishing it were different. By focusing on these controllable parts of your life, you not only practice being Stoic, you live it. Each small step reinforces your commitment to self-mastery and continuous growth, embodying the Stoic ideal that true progress is a deliberate and measured journey, not a sprint. Number 2. Don't let anxiety control you. According to the Stoics, it is not the events themselves that cause anxiety, but our assessment of those events. This perspective is empowering because it means you have ultimate control over your inner space, regardless of outer circumstances. Stoicism teaches us to dissect our anxiety, understand its roots, and challenge the judgments that fuel it. Anxiety often stems from our desire to control the uncontrollable, the future, the opinions of others, or the consequences of any situation. But according to Stoicism, the only things we really control are our own actions, thoughts, and reactions. When you start to feel anxious, take a moment to assess. Are you worried about something out of your control? Instead, focus on how you can react, which is always within your control. This change is not about suppression, it is about a change in perspective. Practicing this Stoic detachment regularly can greatly lessen the grip of anxiety. It's about developing the mental discipline to acknowledge your fears, assess their validity, and then focus on the actionable, controllable aspects of the situation. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius often reminded themselves of the distinction between external events and internal reactions, encouraging a focus on self-control because of the unpredictability of life. In addition, Stoicism recommends preventive mental training through practices such as premeditatio malorum, in which worst-case scenarios are visualized and mentally prepared for them. By mentally targeting your fears, you weaken their hold over you and reduce anxiety by training yourself to think you can handle adversity. By adopting these Stoic strategies, you gradually develop a mental resilience that not only protects you from future worries, but also enables you to live more fully in the present moment. Every moment of anxiety becomes an opportunity to practice Stoicism, turning what could have been a crippling experience into an opportunity for personal growth and strength. Number 3. Create a routine. Stoics like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius knew that this structure frees us from the chaos of daily decision-making and brings us closer to our virtues. A well-designed routine is not a cage, but a framework that supports our highest goals and principles. Think of your daily routine as a garden. Just as a garden needs regular tending to bloom, habits and customs require constant attention to cultivate the virtues of wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance, the main pillars of Stoicism. Start by identifying times of the day when you can reinforce these virtues. Maybe it's a morning meditation to cultivate peace, wisdom, and sobriety, or setting aside time to help others. Promote justice and courage. Start with small, manageable responsibilities. If you're not a morning person, don't schedule your most demanding tasks until dawn. Instead, match your tasks to your natural rhythms. Set aside time for reflection, perhaps through journaling or reading Stoic texts, to remind yourself of the Stoic principles you want to embody. Also incorporate Stoic breaks throughout the day. These are brief times when you pause to reflect on your current emotional state and align yourself with Stoic ideals. Take a moment and ask yourself, is this action consistent with my virtues? These breaks can help reinforce your routine by grounding your actions in Stoic thinking. The Stoic routine also includes the flexibility of its structure. Stoicism teaches how important it is to adapt equally to circumstances. So if something unexpected takes up your time, or there is an opportunity to practice virtue, adjust your schedule accordingly. The goal is not to strictly follow control, but to live purposefully according to Stoic values. When creating and refining a routine, remember that the ultimate goal is not only to be productive, but to develop a character that remains stable and virtuous despite external circumstances. Stoic routine helps build a life based not only on efficiency, but also on ethical integrity and philosophical fulfillment. Number 4. Ask yourself to stop. In Stoicism, stopping oneself is not just stopping behavior. It strengthens control over the impulses and desires that often lead us astray. It is deeply rooted in the Stoic emphasis on self-control, the idea that freedom comes from within, not from external circumstances. Commanding yourself to stop means using your willpower to direct your way to more virtuous actions. Let's think about how you can do that. Let's say you often find yourself procrastinating and getting lost in social media instead of more meaningful activities. In this case, telling you to stop means more than just hanging up the phone. This involves recognizing the impulse as a distraction from your values and making a conscious choice to direct your attention to activities that align with your Stoic goals, such as reading philosophy or spending quality time in reflection. This practice can be applied to any habit or impulse that does not serve your higher purpose. It can be overeating, smoking, or any excessive use. The Stoic principle is not only about eliminating the negative, but replacing it with the positive. This is where the idea of virtue substitution comes in, where you replace a less desirable habit with a habit that promotes your growth and well-being. Plus, telling yourself to stop means you stop thinking about why you're doing it. What discomfort or void are you trying to fill? Stoicism teaches us to face these discomforts, understand them, and learn to cope without harmful habits. This contemplation leads to greater self-awareness, central to Stoic philosophy, which ultimately empowers you to make better choices. As you practice this, remember the Stoic belief that you have the right to choose how you respond to any situation. When you tell yourself to stop, you are exercising one of the highest forms of self-control, a true test and demonstration of your ability to live by rational principles, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable habits. Number 5. Free up valuable resources. In our modern lives, precious resources are often wasted on activities that do not serve our higher purposes or do not align with our core values. This can be anything from mindlessly browsing social media to feeling a sense of obligation rather than a real interest or purpose. Stoicism teaches us to evaluate our duties through the lens of virtue and utility, asking whether these actions contribute to our personal and moral development. So how can you practically free up these resources? Start by reviewing your typical day or week. Identify what you spend your time on, what tasks drain your energy, and what grabs your attention. Are they consistent with your goals of living wisely, justly, courageously, and moderately? If not, it might be time to make some changes. Reduce clutter, both physical and mental. By reducing the distractions around us, we create a space that promotes calm and focus. It's not just about creating a tidier home or workspace. It's about creating an environment in which you can thrive, one that supports your efforts to live by Stoic principles. By freeing up these resources, you not only make room in your schedule or on your desktop, you create space for personal growth and ethical development. This is what the Stoics call the pursuit of eudaimonia, or flourishing, the ultimate goal of a virtuously well-lived life. Remember that Stoicism is not about perfection. It's about progress. It is a lifelong journey of self-discovery and development. As you embark on this journey, celebrate your victories, no matter how small, and learn from your failures. Each moment offers an opportunity to practice Stoic principles, to develop resilience, wisdom, and compassion in the face of life's trials. In short, Stoicism is more than just a philosophy. It is a holistic approach to life itself. It makes us not only understand but embody the timeless principles of virtue and reason in all aspects of our existence. It invites us to change not only our thoughts, but also our habits and daily actions, promoting a way of thinking rooted in flexibility, clarity, and ethical integrity. By adopting Stoic practices such as starting small, managing anxiety rationally, creating a supportive daily routine, exercising self-control over our impulses, and freeing up valuable mental and emotional resources, we embark on a journey into the deep self, discovery, and personal development. Every step we take according to Stoic principles brings us closer to a life that is more meaningful, flexible, and fulfilling. Thank you for joining us in this enlightening exploration of Stoicism. If you found value in our discussion today, please show your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel. Your dedication allows us to continue to share insights into Stoic life and explore ways to apply these ancient teachings to our modern world. Remember that the pursuit of wisdom and virtue is not a sprint, but a marathon. It requires a constant commitment to learning, growing, and continually improving our character. As you continue your journey, strive to live the best version of yourself each day, guided by Stoic principles and strengthened by inner strength. Until we meet again, take care and take every moment as an opportunity to practice Stoicism, cultivating resilience and wisdom in all areas of your life. Farewell now, and may the virtues of Stoicism light your way, guiding you to a life of purpose and perfection.